Well, with me, the Chief Minister for our Friday briefing, and Chris Robertshaw is back. That was quite interesting. Is that the man you wanted? Because presumably it's a political appointment now, so you wanted.
Yes, as you know, I believe that we needed more political involvement in the planning committee. Mr. Evans and his team have done a good job up to date, but we need to ensure that it is very much more in tune with what government priorities are. And our absolute priority at the moment, now that we have the revenue budget back in some sort of balance again, is to get the economy going. We've got to focus now on economic growth. Mr. Robertshaw is fairly fresh from the Council of Ministers. He knows what government's priorities are. He's very focused, I think, on himself on growing the economy. And I think he will play a very good role in developing what we've achieved so far.
Did you appoint him?
The Council of Ministers appoints the chairman of...
You appointed him, in the sense that you agreed to it, and no doubt.
Yes, of course. Yes, Mr. Robertshaw is a talented individual. He has a lot to bring to the post. We have to try and get the best out of the members that we have. He has since he's been elected, had an interest in the economy. There's a perfect fit there, I think.
Okay. Let's talk about regeneration. You've got some news this week that you're trying to diversify again out to the regions.
Well, regeneration has worked extremely well, better than I'd anticipated when I first introduced it. We've seen the great benefits, great strides forward in Ramsey. We've seen big improvements, and I've heard lots of compliments this week from visitors about Strand Street and how Douglas is looking. Laxey now is up and running. Work in Castledown starts shortly. We're also working on schemes in Peel and down south. So the overall thrust of regeneration, which we started a few years ago, is now really starting to deliver exactly what I'd hoped for. But then we have to ask the question, where do we go now? So we have started a thought process about maintaining these regeneration committees, which currently consist of the local MHKs, the local authority and business community, chambers of commerce. That's worked extremely well, and we are now looking at ways of transforming them into away from just simple commercial retail centres regeneration to regenerating the economy of the areas. And Ramsey in particular taking a lead on this, because Ramsey commissioners are appointing an officer in the near future who will be charged with attracting new business into town, identifying new investment opportunities in the area, putting on major events to bring people into the town to stimulate business further. And we think that model is something we should consider around the island to continue the good work that the regeneration committees have done.
Where's the money coming from? Have you got...
There is no central money coming, government money coming into this. It will be, in Ramsey's case, for example, it's Ramsey commissioners that are appointing this individual. And I'm sure if other areas on the island want to do the same thing, local authorities will do just that. This has to be a collaborative action with the local authorities, with the local people. It's not a top-down government direction, as the regeneration has been. All the regeneration ideas have come from the people in their various areas. This is a continuation of that, and highly unlikely there will be substantial amounts of money available to fund all this, because local authorities can do it.
Absolutely, the idea at the end of the day is to stop things getting tired as it haven't possibly.
Yes.
Catch it before it gets to that stage. Is that what you would like to see more of?
Yes. Well, we have to build on the regeneration work that's taken place, and it has rippled out already. And I'm sorry to keep referring to Ramsey, but you can see how the model has worked extremely well there. We also need to recognise, though, that most new business coming into the island tended to focus on Douglas. That's where they want to be. And to a great extent, you can understand why. The infrastructure is there, the workforce is there, and the various other legal services, etc., all nearby. But it has been to the detriment of the regions. And what we're trying to do in this is to try and collect enough information to make the area attractive enough then for new investment to come in, whether it's new office space development or manufacturing or whatever it might be. We want to make it clear that the Isle of Man is more than just Douglas. We have the regions, we have a workforce scattered all around the island who do not want to work in Douglas, who want to stay in their own area. And if we can stimulate more activity on that level, That then will help to develop still further the retail sectors, which we've been regenerating recently, and the whole lot works together.
Let's see, going back to was planning here about the very nature. You're saying this is all very important. I'm sure
It all fits into the same model. But the absolute priority now has to get the economy working again. We've been successful up to now. The economy is still growing, but in some areas it's still flatlining, and we have got to re-energize our approach to promoting the economy, not just in Douglas, but all around the island, so that everybody benefits from this.
what our plans are on the horizon at the minute. What's your aim at the minute, or what maybe concentrated up?
Yeah, we urgently need to attract new business into the island. Many of the sectors that we have here, and banking is a classic example, are maturing, and we may not see further growth.
Or just declining even.
No, they're maturing. We are likely to see the sort of growth that we've had in the last 20 years in some of these sectors. The banking restructuring, which had not generated within the island, this is to do with Vickers and the fallout from the credit crunch in 2008, that will undoubtedly lead to some quite major changes, I think, over the next few years in banking, and that could mean substantial job losses. Even the gaming industry is starting to mature now. The major players are settled in their jurisdictions. They're not likely to move easily. It's going to be a struggle to find the next PokerStars, but we have to look quite actively in developing new sectors now, which will come into replace.
Can you keep the PokerStars of this world?
Yes, we can. I'm not saying for a moment that we should turn our back on existing business. We must do our utmost to ensure that they are happy here, that they continue to expand and get the support from government. We are absolutely committed to that. But we equally have to look for the new PokerStars, for the new e-gaming industry, for the new film industry, whatever it might be.
I mean, 50,000 was the average salary in the e-gaming business?
It's higher than that, actually.
Higher than that?
Yeah.
So that's the jobs you want. We had a conversation of that. Then we hear there's all these low-paid jobs that are being created.
Yes.
There
always will be low-paid jobs, but we need to find new business sectors to replace some of these low-skilled jobs, low-paid jobs, and raise the disposable income of the people of the island. That in itself will have a further knock-on benefit to things like retail, hospitality industry, etc., and in itself create more jobs. We've slowed down a bit over the last few years. We've now got to get focused back on the wider needs of the economy again, and that is urgent.